Today. Happy Friendsgiving. Today we are cultivating and focusing in on the heart chakra. We will begin our practice at 8:10. 8:10, it'll be time to get in. If y'all have been doing the meditations with me up to this point, y'all should definitely be feeling a shift in your frequency and in your energy. I definitely know I am. I woke up this morning just kind of like in a sing-songy mood, you know, just my frequency being a little higher. So definitely grateful for the shift that I feel. That's why I love doing these type of practices and these exercises, because if you do it with your highest intent, your purest intent, you will feel the benefits of it almost instantaneously. So just gonna go ahead and take some time and invite a few people to be a part of this worship with us this morning. I know some of y'all are still sleeping because y'all was probably up cooking last night. I didn't. I'm about to go get my cook on as soon as I get finished though. If y'all have not already, please feel free to like and follow Pure Zen Solutions on Instagram and Facebook. Hey Ari girl, how you doing, girl? Are you cooking today? You know I'm cooking today. I didn't like formally invite you to the house, but your invitation is always open. So if you want to come by, you know what I'm saying? Come by for the one time. So let's go ahead and get into some announcements. So if you are going to be in Atlanta on the 29th, the tribe is having an event called Get Lifted. It will be from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's an all-day healing event. We'll be having live meditations and yoga every hour, beginning at 11 till 5. And then at 5, we'll have a psilocybin trip. So really looking forward to that. We'll have some health-conscious foods, both pescatarian and vegan options, infused and non-infused. We'll have some beautiful vendors there. The tribe will be vending. My book will be available. I can't believe I haven't shown. Hold on, Instagram hating for one time. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Don't do this to me. There we go. Reconnecting. Okay, there we go. So this is my book, The Bloodstain Road into Enlightenment. My first published piece of work will be available for purchase on the 29th, as well as some other items that I have and some services. We'll be offering a slew of holistic services. I'll be doing natal chart readings and tarot readings, and I'll be offering some detox services. We'll have massage available, Reiki, aromatherapy. Oh snap, vegan black eyed peas. Bring me some. We'll have a whole bunch of things. So if you're interested in the services that we will be offering, definitely check out the flyer. The link is available in the bio, in my bio on my Instagram. And if you're watching this on Facebook, the link for the tickets are available in the description of this video. The tickets start at $20. Let's see. What else? I'd be like, what else do I have? But yeah, so I should write my announcements down. Shout out to Ari for that body challenge. You know what I'm saying? You did that thing. If y'all haven't seen her new TikTok video, go to her page, Bar Recovery, and see if you can, join the challenge one time for the one time. I'm thinking if I'm gonna get in on that. But I thought that was super de-duper dope. Again, if y'all have any comments, questions, concerns about any of the meditations that we've done so far, if you just like to give me some feedback, I love feedback. I'm definitely always looking to improve, grow, elevate, to offer more beneficial services to my tribe. So iron sharpens iron. I'm definitely not afraid of commentary, so please feel free to reach out to me and let me know what you thought and think about the lives we've been doing this week. Oh, shout out to those who have been sending me love offerings. I truly appreciate it. If you'd like to send me a love offering for today's practice, you can send it to me Cash App at Pures Creole, PURSCREOLE, or at PayPal, paypal.me/purebliss3. I am open and receptive to receiving love from you, and I'm open and receptive to give you love unconditionally. So yeah, let's see, what else? If you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can do so on Instagram through the link in my bio. You can do so on Facebook through the link on this video. My readings are 60 minutes for $60, and it's a combination of tarot, astrology, and intuition. So it really just depends on your energy, the direction that we go in the reading. So yeah, we're going to get started at 8:10. If you have not shared this video already, please feel free to share it. Let the homies get in on this meditation, get in on this love chakra energy, you know what I'm saying? Got my green on. Shout out to Say Lala for this shirt. Definitely appreciate it. It had no green in my closet. Had to send an SOS out there like, can somebody give me a green shirt? Let's see. What y'all cooking today? Is anybody doing Thanksgiving today? I know I am. I'm going to be doing some baked salmon, some fried oyster mushrooms, greens, dressing, sweet potato casserole, vegan mac. I'm doing a cheesecake. What else am I making? My mom made some gumbo. That probably isn't the healthiest, but I'm still going to eat it and just pray about it. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to eating today. That's all that's on my mind. My house smell like black magic out here. My mama cooking all night. 2 more minutes, 8:08, and we will begin our practice for today. If you want to go ahead and begin to check in with your heart chakra, see how you're feeling today. I think love is definitely one of my favorite topics to talk about. I love love. Obsessed with it in all forms and fashions. It's my Piscean nature. I can't help it, you know. And even if I could, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like it is a part of my journey and a part of my destiny to assist people with switching their perspective. I mean, evolving their perspectives on love, because we have such a outdated perspective when it comes to love. You know, we don't really know how to love unconditionally. We have to learn. Isn't that interesting? Well, let me rephrase that. We come into this life as children, reflections of unconditional love, and then our perception of unconditional love gets thwarted or diluted by the world's perception. And so we kind of lose our connection to that unconditional love frequency as we grow older, and then we have to relearn and reteach ourselves when we get to adulthood. So yeah, unconditional love, what that look like, what that be about. Can't wait to talk to y'all about it. 8:10, time to get it in. Okay, cool. So let's start where the heart chakra is located in the center of our chest. The organs that are connected with the heart chakra are your circulatory system, your thymus gland, your heart, your lungs, and your blood. So, you know the phrase, you know, we got bad blood, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, it's just bad blood between them two. I don't know. It's just been bad blood their whole life. That's like a real thing. So be cautious of what you say. You know what I'm saying? Certain people can when they get in your frequency, if you ever notice somebody that you got beef with, you can like feel it, and it shifts your whole it's on a molecular level, it shifts your whole frequency. Like you feel it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So be cautious the energy that you put into holding grudges, which we'll talk about. Brushing it under the rug, that's like the black people anthem, the black family anthem. We don't talk about our problems, we just brush them under the rug. That definitely has a physical that definitely has physical consequences. Peace, Jazz. How you doing, love? When we just brush things under the rug instead of dealing with them, it also deals with our circulation system. How do you know if your heart chakra is out of alignment? So physical ailments that are associated with the heart chakra: cancer, uh, cancer, high blood pressure, heart problems, thymus gland out of whack, which is a big issue with females. Most people don't even know that their thymus gland is out of whack. But if you are having hormonal issues, I always check with your thymus gland first before you start taking synthetic hormones. Blood, circulatory system, and involuntary muscles. So your heart chakra being out of alignment can really fuck your shit up. Okay, respiratory issues, jealousy, grief, depression, despair. So I really want to like take a moment and send out some love energy for those who have lost someone this year. The inhumane way that we haven't really been able to mourn our loved ones and really just be there for those people who are going through that because of fear of corona and fear of it spreading. It's been hard. I just couldn't even imagine being in a hospital alone by myself and transitioning. So I just want to take a moment and send out love energy to all those who have lost someone, all of those who are healing themselves from this. Let's just take a moment and love on each other real quick. Give thanks. Know that no matter how far away we are from each other, no matter the distance, we can always love on each other on a spiritual frequency, you know? Greed, the lack mentality. So living in this corporate America world, and really this just corporate world in general, because America has spread its influence a lot farther than our boundaries. We naturally have this lack mentality when it comes to how we live life. And in honesty, this world is unlimited and abundant. You know, if we lived in harmony with nature, the entire population of the world could live in Texas. Like, that's crazy, right? And you know, we're taught that we're running out of this. You know, people are homeless because we don't have enough housing, which is a lie. People are going hungry because we don't have enough food, which is a lie. Just look at our landfills. But we're so greedy. We want more and more and more that we have no appreciation for what we already have, and we waste. You know, like, look at our landfills. If we just looked at the amount of food that we wasted on a normal basis, we could feed the homeless multiple times over. Okay, but because we don't have an appreciation for what we have, because we don't live in alignment with with nature, which means taking only what we need, you know, and not just taking it all because we don't want anybody else to take it from us. And you know, that's greed. That's not the way that we're supposed to be living. We have to understand that we own nothing, not even ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Our own souls, our own bodies are part of a higher system, you know. But we disconnect from that system when we feel like we have to take it all for ourselves, instead of not understanding that we're supposed to take what we need and leave the rest for somebody else, because that's harmony. Manipulation is also another sign that you're out of alignment. Being extremely judgmental. So, you know, that saying was like, you know, you pointing one finger at somebody and there's four fingers pointing at you. generally we find ourselves in a judgmental place. We're projecting those emotions that we really feel about ourselves onto the world. So when you find yourself always having something to say about somebody, or feeling like you are you feeling like you are the know all and be all, and you know what I'm saying, you have gotten to a place where you can judge other people's perceptions, check in on yourself, okay? Because there's something that you're not comfortable with about yourself. So you're going to finding outside examples of it and pointing the finger at it. Okay. Lack of self-love. Okay. Love starts with self. We When we get into a place where we don't trust people, when we get into a place where we feel like we have to hold our love because nobody deserves it, what we're really saying is, I don't trust myself. I don't know how to love myself. So how could I possibly love somebody else if I don't know how to love myself? Right? Poor decision making. Tuning into your heart and your gut. So when we're presented with an option, right? If somebody presents us with an opportunity, our body always instantly tells us whether or not that's a good decision or a bad decision, from in our heart chakra and in our solar plexus, in that gut, in that heart feeling. These are the places that we should lead with. But because we're so disconnected from this space, and we think with our heads and not our hearts, right? We've lost our ability to tune into that energy naturally. So we have to retrain ourselves to the voice of our heart and the voice of our gut. Because if we lead with our heart, man, when we start leading with our heart on a collective level, man, this world is going to truly be the place that we want it to be. You find yourself cold and distant, and loving with intent. So a lot of people like to put, like the description says, a lot of people like to put these conditions upon love. Well, I'm not giving you my love until you prove it. You prove you deserve my love. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a certain amount of money for me to love you. You know what I'm saying? All of these things that don't have nothing to do with love. I should be able to love you, and I meet you, and I just met you. Love doesn't require anything but just that. Love is a part of everything and everyone. And when we get to a space where we don't feel like we have to check off these boxes before we give somebody the opportunity to love us, or we give ourselves the opportunity to love us, because maybe we aren't where we wanted ourselves. Maybe we aren't where we saw ourselves to be at this time, right? So loving ourselves where we are, despite our imperfections, despite how far we are off from that marker that we placed in our minds, loving ourselves just because will give us the capability to love others. And if you need an example of what unconditional love looks like, look at a child, look at an animal. They are representations of unconditional love because they have yet to be tainted by the world's perception. Okay? How can you bring this energy into alignment? Wear green, eat green. Apples, broccoli, green beans, kale. All of these things are love frequency. Going into nature, submerging yourself into nature, the heart of nature. So I think it's this beautiful thing that the body does, that your aura does when it's in nature. So when you walk into nature, your aura immediately starts to engage with the aura of nature. It automatically expands. Nature is just like giving you this massage of love energy. Nature doesn't require anything from you. Nature doesn't expect anything from you. And nature is full and abundant with unconditional love, right? So as soon as you walk into nature, which is why going into nature is one of the best ways to clear all of your chakras. As soon as you walk into nature automatically start loving on you. You know what I'm saying? She just automatically start giving you life. She automatically starts cleansing your energy. And so it's a beautiful thing. Taking yourself on dates. Self-love is the best love. So if you find yourself in a place right now where you're not getting the love that you expect, or you're not getting the love that you feel like you deserve from those around you, from those that care about you, let's focus in on looking at how realistic those expectations are, and let's also focus in on how much of that we're actually giving ourselves. Because honestly and truly, we don't really understand how to love. We really have this false and over romanticized expectation of love, which is why a lot of marriages are failing, which is why a lot of families aren't staying together, because we haven't really taken the time to understand how to love people on an individual basis. Which I thought this was dope that this came back into my awareness out of my collection. The 5 love languages. If you want to really get your love on with yourself, first identify your love languages, and identify how to give yourself the love that you desire to yourself. Okay? And then identify the love languages of those you care about, because one of the biggest issues that relationships have is we want to love people how we think they should be, they want to be loved, instead of loving people how they actually want to be loved. So taking the time to recognize and understand how to love somebody the way they need, because your love language may be words of affirmations, and you may be trying to speak life into your partner, and they are like, okay, thanks, but I really like gifts, or vice versa. Or just spending time, some quality time is another love language that often gets thwarted by physical gifts, especially with, no shade to men, because men are definitely improving and growing like I've never seen before. But when it comes to men expressing love to their children, because they weren't necessarily shown love out of any other perspective other than materialistic, they try to then give their child the love that they received as children, and buy them all of these things to play with to keep them busy. But in actuality, really, the only thing children need is your time and your love. They're just like a plant. They need watering, they need nurturing, they need attention. You could have a rock, okay, and y'all could play hide and go seek with the rock, and I promise you, they'll be happy. They'll be more happier than they was playing that PS4, and you not paying attention to them, and you tell them to go sit down somewhere and play with themselves because you too busy, being an adulting and stuff. But anyways, getting to a place of acceptance first with yourself and then with the outside world. So everything starts within, right? So you have to first accept who you are in this present state, staying present. A good exercise to do is taking time and looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, girl, you got some sexy eyebrows, okay? I accept whatever that, we all have that one thing on our body that we're like, man, I just wish this was a little bit, it used to be my nose. I used to be really self-conscious about my nose because I just feel like I had this super huge nose. But then I realized I have this super huge nose because I'm black, and because this is a sign of my heritage, and this is a connection to my family, and also because it helps me breathe better. So I love my nose now. But taking that time and really accepting who you are, taking that time and really looking at yourself. It's crazy how much time how often we really don't look at ourselves, because we're so busy trying to paint over the imperfections. We're so busy trying to portray who we feel like we should be in the world, and not really accepting who we are. So self-acceptance will lead to being able to accept the world as it is. Forgive yourself and others. So this was a hard area for me. And of course, the phrase "you forgive others for yourself." I never really understood that until I started to do my own work, because people don't talk about how forgiveness is really a 3-step process. Because we live in a society that teaches us to suppress energy, we oftentimes in our lives get to a point where we don't even remember why we're mad at this person, or why we're mad at ourselves. So forgiveness of yourself and others starts with first identifying the area, right? First identifying the energy, and then going and accepting that energy. Like, this happened to me because it was supposed to. Okay, a lot of people get stuck in that victim state, especially when they've experienced trauma in their childhood and in life. Like, why did this happen to me? Like, I don't deserve this. this should have never happened. Like, if this didn't happen, I would be here. Well, that's very true. You know, if this didn't happen, you wouldn't have had to work through this. However, comma, semicolon, exclamation point. We have to realize that everything happens for a reason, okay? We have to understand that and understand that. Because when we get to a place when we don't look at a situation from a victim state, we can look at the situation and absorb the tools, okay? So one of the things I had to work through myself was dealing with sexual trauma in my childhood. And for the longest I suppressed it, pretending like it didn't happen. And then spirit was like, now you're going to deal with this. And then it was like, you know, I was in victim state. Like, you know, if this would have never happened, I wouldn't have these relationship issues. And I wouldn't have to figure out my sexual life. And am I a sexual being? All of these things that happen, right? But then when I came to the understanding that this happened so that I can assist others with healing in this area, when I came to the understanding that I got these slew of tools, like this expanded my empathetic energy, this expanded my ability to connect to people in those same experiences. When I started to use that like a superpower instead of using it like it was a crutch, you know what I'm saying? Like this was a wound. Yeah, it was a wound, but now it's a scar because it's healed and it looked good. Now what? We got to get to that place because there are tools in everything. There's a lesson in everything, okay? And when we get to that place of acceptance, we get to a place of internal peace. And that is the goal, to be able to be at peace no matter what. A master of their energy, when you master your energy, you get to a place, because life is filled with highs and lows, right? So you get to a place that no matter how the frequency shifts, no matter how it changes, you're still at peace. And that takes a lot to get to that space. But you are able to do it. It is in your power to be able to do it. And you deserve it. So, inner peace, eye of the storm. Love it unconditionally. So shout out to the poly life. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just say shout out to the poly life. I don't really talk about my poly life often, but I know for me, it was one of the greatest things that I did, allowing myself to explore what it looks like to love multiple people and know that it wasn't because I wasn't receiving what I wanted from this partner. It was understanding that every person has a role that they can play in your life, and every person has a frequency that they can bring, and one person should not be responsible for everything that you need in life. Now, I'm not saying that poly's for everybody. Poly is an evolution on love. I get that. But what I am saying is, even if you aren't poly, you should still consider the idea of allowing your friends and your family and those that you care about play different roles in your life, so that you can experience love from a holistic perspective. There's a lot of things that can be offered to you when we start to work as a collective in a community, and we take these expectations off of relationships. I think that's the biggest thing that Polly taught me. Taking these expectations off relationships and allowing people to just be who they're supposed to be in your life. Allowing you to have those intimate spaces in relationships that we have been taught we can't be intimate in, like friendships. You know, some of my my friendship with Ari, we have a very intimate space. We can just sit and share this intimate energy, and it not be sexual. You know, sexuality and intimacy are not the same, though they can coincide in the same space. But we have to get to a space where we can be vulnerable enough to create intimate relationships with people that don't always have to lead to sex. That's a lesson that Polly taught me. Children and animals, being more compassionate toward yourself and your others. So life is a journey, and we're not always going to be where we expect ourselves to be. And we're not always going to do the things that we expect ourselves to do. Sometimes our triggers are going to get the best of us, and we're going to respond in a way that even shocks ourselves. And we're going to get to a place where we may not have the best regard for ourselves. Like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe I allowed myself to get used again. I can't believe that I'm in this position again. You need to be able to give yourself compassion, because you are a human being. And there are going to be times where that's going to be low. Like my sister said, shout out to Chakra. you're going to have to develop a rhino skin. And there's going to be times where that rhino skin gets penetrated, and that's okay. It's a natural part of life. But again, look at the lessons in the situation so that you can get past it, because you don't have time for no more emotional baggage. Okay, you cannot take that with you. So when you're in that space, when you're in that lowness, experience the emotions. Don't suppress the emotions. We're really good at suppressing emotions as a society. Allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to scream, allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel, because it's healing in those emotions. Okay. Crystals. So I got a few crystals today. I'm excited. So my rose quartz, I got this on a trip in New Orleans. Isn't it amazing? I'm probably gonna be like this during the meditations. I love taking baths with this stone, and whenever my heart gets too heavy, I just do a little bit of this, you know what I'm saying, so I can get through the emotions. A lot of people, because we so thug nasty, don't allow themselves to cry, and sometimes, and that makes the heart chakra really heavy when we don't allow those tears to fall. And so sometimes you have to like go into yourself and like breathe and let it out and let the tears flow, because once we realize, what we realize is once we let that release go, we get to that numb point, and we can observe those emotions from a non-judgmental space. That's where the healing comes from. I also got peridot. Can you see it? Peridot. I also have green, a green aventurine resin. So this is one of the glow in the dark ones from the New Vibe Nation. Shout out to New Vibe. You should definitely check out the website, newvibe.com. Got fuchsite. I think this is fuchsite. Isn't it beautiful? And I got a little pink Himalayan crystal. I will show y'all my lamp, but it is plugged up in the corner doing its thing. And malachite. Oh, and green tourmaline. So I'm greened out today. These are stones that are all resonating with the frequency of the heart chakra. So if you need some self-love, definitely feel free to check out New Vibe 9. If you're looking for like a custom piece, you don't see what you are looking for, just click that link at the bottom of the page to go to the custom. Oh no, don't do that. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. Go to the custom survey link and we got you. We'll get that in the mail for you. Let's see. Oils that you can use for the heart chakra. Okay, I'm trying to say this right. Lang Lang, Rose, Jasmine, and Vetiver. The 342 hertz frequency that hopefully y'all can hear in the background is the frequency of the heart chakra. Also, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Just a little trivia point for you. Earth, Wind, and Fire's music is tuned to the heart frequency. So I know for me, I have like a heart chakra playlist on YouTube, and Earth, Wind, and Fire is like one of the main people on there. Also the Funkadelics and Bob Marley. All of those are good artists to listen to when you feel yourself in a low place as far as self-love is concerned. They can get you out, you know, when you feel down and out, sing a song. Music therapy is one of the greatest ways to get you out of that space. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a self-love card, a healing yourself card from my healing yourself deck. Shout out to High Vibes 5, High.Vibe.5 for this deck. She bought this for me as a love gift. I appreciate her for that. Definitely check her out on Instagram. She does some beautiful things. Beauty. Finding the beauty in ourselves allows us to find that beauty in the world and connects us. You see that snake? Wait, see that snake up there? Connects us to a deeper understanding of that wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at the colors in this. So we got red, root chakra. We got the solar plexus, and then we got a little heart, little green up there in the top. So we have to be grounded in who we are, accepting that fully, you know. And then once we're grounded in who we are, it definitely opens up and expands our ego of ourselves, right? And it expands our heart. So the chakras are definitely all connected. When you work on one, you work on all of them, and it affects all of them. So just a little reminder, when you're going through these chakras, sometimes it may make another chakra act up a little bit. So if you're in the heart chakra and then you find your root chakra is acting a little wacky, go back to your root chakra and work your way back up, because every time it's like a lotus, right? Opening up the petals. So every time you do work in one place, it may require you to do some more work that may have uncovered something in a different chakra. So that is totally normal. Don't feel like you didn't do something right in the root chakra. It's necessary. These are cycles that we're going through. Speaking of cycles, we're going to be working with the number 6 today as we're doing these practices. So let's get ready for that. Again, let's tune into our heart chakra. Let's feel where it is right now. Place your hand over your heart chakra. See if you can feel it. See how it feels. Is it a low hum? Is it out and about like this? Is it booming? Some people be over heart, big hearts. Shout out to my empaths. Let's get in on this work. So before we get started on our practices, of course, let's take our 3 big breaths together. Inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our mouths. Today, as we exhale, I want us to go, ah. The sound that is one of the sounds that is associated with the heart chakra. And you're going to feel it resonating in this space. So place your hands here. I'm going to put my stone right here. And we're going to inhale. Last one. Biggest breath you've taken all day. Give thanks, give thanks. Spirit, higher self, God consciousness, we give thanks for this opportunity to dive into our love chakra, to dive and evaluate how much we are loving on ourselves and others. As we reconnect to this heart chakra and we reevaluate our perception of unconditional love, let us be patient with ourselves. Let us increase our compassion to ourselves. Let us increase our acceptance of ourselves in our current state. No matter the cracks, the bruises, let us understand that that is what makes us unique. Let us embrace every perception of ourselves and bringing us into a more holistic understanding of who we are, so we can be at a more holistic understanding of who we are to the world and our place in the world. Give us the opportunity to dive deeper into ourselves, into our loves of self. Give us the opportunity to journey, to take this self journey to a deeper level than we've ever taken it before. Understanding and overstanding that as we heal our perception of love, we heal our perception of love of all those who are connected to us. Let us resonate with the idea that love has no requirements. Love just is. Love just is. And it is our birthright to feel love. It is our birthright to give love. And all these things we say Amen, Ashe, Oho, Ubuntu, Namaste, Namaste. All of that, 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 all of that. Give thanks. Give yourself a hug. I just want to hug on myself. I love you so much. I didn't even know he was going to do this, but take a moment and just love on yourself. Because we don't do this enough, okay? Give thanks. Give thanks. While we loving on ourselves, I would just like us to repeat to ourselves, either say it out loud or say it in your mind, that I forgive you, I accept you, I love you. Or forgive me, I accept me, I love me. Squeeze yourself tighter. Come on now. Love yourself like you love yourself, okay? Hug yourself like you love yourself. And I forgive me, I love me, and I accept me in totality for who I am. Oh, ashe, ashe, ashe. So while we're in this space, I have a personal challenge for everyone today to do an act of kindness. Today is a great day as we're on this Friendsgiving energy. Love on somebody with no intentions today, okay? Just do it because you want to do it, because in loving someone, you are loving on yourself, okay? Understand that everyone is a reflection of who you are. So if self-love is hard for you right now, go do an act of service, act of kindness today. It could take you 5 minutes or an hour, but I promise you, it will definitely have an effect. So the Sanskrit word for the Sanskrit word that is associated with the heart chakra is Ram. Okay. So we've been having our hands open, but I really want to put energy into ourselves today. So let's put our hands on our heart chakra while we do this. And if you have not already, get yourself in a comfortable position. Close your eyes or lock your eyes on a certain position on the wall and let your gaze kind of get unfocused. Again, just feeling where your heart chakra is right now in this moment. Seeing where your breath is. Allow your breath to get a little bit deeper. Enjoying the inhale and the exhale. Focusing in on this heart chakra. This unconditional love that is your birthright. And we're going to take a big inhale, expanding our bellies. And on our exhale, we're going to say Ram together. We're going to do this 6 times. Breaking the cycles of love to create new cycles. Inhale. Ram. Last one. Enjoy that energy you just created. That unconditional love flowing through every blood, every piece of blood you have, all the blood in your body circulating through your full system. Radiating every part of your body. Radiating outside of you, feeling the space around you, the unconditional love. Radiating throughout your whole house, washing over everything with a gentle, loving energy. Radiating to your whole block, neighborhood. Everybody feels this love that you just created. Connecting to the unconditional love frequency, allowing the universe to love on you, accepting the love freely. While we're in this space, we're going to go ahead and do our affirmations. I'm going to say a statement. You're going to repeat after me. We're going to say it 3 times. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. I accept who I am currently. I accept who I am currently. I accept who I am currently. I welcome love with an open heart. I welcome love with an open heart. I welcome love with an open heart. I forgive myself. I forgive others. I forgive myself. I forgive others. I forgive myself. I forgive others. I naturally attract love everywhere I go. I naturally attract love everywhere I go. I naturally attract love everywhere I go. Ashe. Take a moment and repeat the one that resonated with you the most. Ashe. As we get ready to engage with others in a lovingly way, it may be important for some to close off their energy so that it won't be triggered by today. Sometimes family gatherings can be more triggering than they are loving. So while we're in this space, I would like for you to imagine your favorite color shooting out of you like rays, shooting from every part of your body. And as we inhale, we bring this energy into ourselves. And as we exhale, we ground it. We're going to continue to do this for a few moments until our energy is right above the surface of our skin. And then we should feel it right under. And we're going to seal ourselves off, loving ourselves first so that we can love other people properly. Let us begin this practice. Inhale, bringing that energy into ourselves. Exhale, grounding that energy. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Take our hands and begin to rub that heart chakra. Rubbing it, rubbing it, rubbing it. Rubbing it, rubbing it, rubbing it. Take this energy that you've created, begin at your crown. Seal your body off, pushing off any debris that may be still left over, sweeping it off you. Just one more time, rubbing that heart chakra. That's that love for self. Starting at the top, sealing our energy off, brushing it off, brushing off any stagnation. Enjoy this groundedness you just created within yourself. For a moment, give thanks to yourself for showing up for this practice. Give thanks for those who showed up with us as we did this collective work together. Give thanks to Spirit for connecting us, connecting you to your soul tribe, connecting me to you. I give thanks for Spirit for bringing us into each other's awareness. As we get prepared for this love energy that we will be receiving today, may we understand, overstand, and understand that we cannot control how people respond to us. The only thing that we control is how we respond to them. So may we respond out of love. May we respond from peace. And may we respond from understanding that everybody is not in control of their triggers. May we deal with the storm that is on our personal levels from a state of peace. When we find ourselves becoming unbalanced, come back to your peace. Come back to your present state. Come back to your awareness of self and who you are. Other people's perception of you has no place in your perception of yourself. You are not responsible to live up to other people's expectations. You're not even responsible to live up to your own expectations. The only thing that you really, absolutely, and truly are responsible for in this lifetime is to love. And when we begin to do that from an unconditional place, from an unselfish place, we begin to heal ourselves and heal others, whether they like it or not. So let's take this energy that we created with ourselves and let's share it with everyone that comes into our energy today. Because we understand that we are light, and light attracts light, and light expands light, and light heals light. So we give thanks for this power that we have, this power that we cultivated today. And all these things we say, Ashe, Oho, Ubuntu, Namaste, all of that, 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 all of that. Give thanks. I appreciate y'all. If you're watching this live, I thank you for taking this time out. I know it's early. I know everybody off, and so you didn't have to get up this early, but I'm grateful that you did for yourself. If you're watching this recording, whenever you're watching it, I'm grateful you still took the time out for yourself, because this is self-work, period. You know, we're grateful for the effect that it has on us on the outside world, but we focus on this inside right now. Okay? So as you continue your self journey, as you continue to grow in yourself, remember that you are beautiful and that you are loved at every stage. And if you need a reminder, I got you, boo. I got you. Okay? I'm the hype woman for the generation. Okay? Again, please be sure to like and subscribe to Pure Zen Solutions on Instagram and Facebook so that you can get notifications for when I do lives, new products coming at the end of the month, more events coming. Please be sure to share this video. This is my gift to the world, and I want to be able to share it with as many people as I can. So please, please, please share this video with anyone that you feel like needs this love energy. Also, again, want to say one more time, I am grateful for the love offerings that I have received. And if you would like to give a love offering for this practice, please feel free to do so at my Cash App, which is Pures Creole, PURSCREOLE, and my PayPal is paypal.me/purebliss3. Be sure to check out the upcoming event on the 29th. Get Lifted. It is available on Eventbrite. It is available on Facebook too. You can just click the link on there. And the link is in the bio of my Instagram. The beginning ticket is $20. And that is if you decide to stay for one meditation or all of the meditations. Again, we'll have some health conscious foods there, pescatarian and vegan options. We'll be doing a slew of holistic services. So if you need help, if you're looking to get some of that energy off you, that weight off you, and you don't know how, the tribe has come together to offer our services to our community, because we understand that we're doing this work together, and we understand that we all have different gifts. So we bring all our gifts into one space and offering it to the world and to each other. So let's do this work, family. Have a beautiful day. Try not to eat too much, but if you do, I ain't judging you, feel me? Detox season coming soon. Hey, y'all have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you tomorrow as we work on the third eye. Peace. Bye, Instagram. Shout out.